When is a bone not a bone? Hi, I'm Bernice Hunt and I am a brain health specialist. I work with women just like you who are starting to notice a few memory challenges, and I help you to stay sharp so that as you age, you can still travel, have fun with your grandkids, and experience new adventures without missing a beat. As a public school teacher for over 30 years, I've done a lot of English lessons. And believe me, when I hear the words boneless bones, sounds like an oxymoron to me. Because how can a bone be boneless? If it's bone broth, that's what we're talking about today, bone broth. You know, that's the broth that you get a pot of water, you throw some bones in there, and you simmer it for hours and hours and hours. And then you strain it, and you take that broth, and you can drink it, or you can put it in soups, or you can even put it in like tea. Yeah, it's bone broth. Did you see my video I did a few days ago? A few days ago, I did a video on bone broth. It's on my Facebook page, Keep Your Brain Sharp. It's also on my YouTube channel, Keep Your Brain Sharp. So go ahead and take a look at that quick video. But the more I was reading about bone broth and the things that I started learning about bone broth, the more impressed I was. And so I wanted to talk today a little bit more detail about bone broth benefits and about how you can use them. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so you know bone broth is actually as old as Methuselah. It goes way back, even to prehistoric days. And you know, even for you, when you were young, more than likely your mom used to make you some chicken broth, you know, or chicken soup, and just give you the broth part of it, just the water part of it, when you were sick, to help you, you know, feel better and get over whatever was ailing you. Or at Thanksgiving time, like my mom used to take the carcass of the turkey, save it, put it in a pot of water, and simmer it and get some delicious turkey broth to make turkey soup out of it and all kinds of things. And so that's what I know about bone broth. And if you think about it, bone broth has been used forever. So what is so good about it? Well, back in the day, it was used and used and used a lot. I don't know if they knew all of the benefits of it, but one is that as you simmer those bones, it creates gelatin from the collagen that's in there, and also it releases a bunch of amino acids and vitamins and nutrients and all other kind of good stuff that is healthy for you. And it's not just to be taken when you're sick. Research has found out that it is not just for when you're sick. It can help you get healthier. In fact, they call it deep nutrition. So that's what people are doing more and more of today. And they recommend that you start with like 1 cup a day. That's the recommendation that most experts will tell you. And then you can increase to more cups a day if you so choose to. But start off with 1 cup a day. So what I did was I went and I ordered online some dehydrated bone broth. And of course I made sure that it was grass-fed, you know, non-GMO, pastured, that kind of thing, so that it was the healthiest for me. I got the unflavored kind, and so it's like a powder form because I really actually don't eat meat, and so it was going to be kind of hard for me to get the bones. So I decided to try it out this way. So I got the dehydrated bone broth, and I've been having a cup of it, all of this every day this week. Now I started out with just trying it with just some hot water, you know, boil some water, put some in there, and drinking it like that because they said you could. And to tell you the truth, I did not particularly care for it. Now, the kind I got was unflavored, so maybe that had something to do with it, but I didn't particularly care for it. It wasn't nasty, out of this world nasty, but it wasn't something I was going to be craving in any sense of the word anytime soon. So I decided to keep going, though. So I also made some soup. I made some bean soup, and I put the broth in there and tried it that way. And to tell you the truth, it may be the kind of soup that I use. I don't know, because, you know, there's all kind of different soups. If the soup that I use, when I put it in there, I'm not going to do that again. I really did not like that. So I'm not going to do that again. But I stuck with it, and then I said, okay, let me put it in some tea, because they said you could do it with tea. So I boiled the water, and I put the bone broth powder in there, and then I put a tea bag in there and steep the tea bag, and guess what? I loved it. It was a winner for me, and so every day the rest of this week I have been having at least 1 cup of my bone broth in my tea. I can't even taste it in there. I don't even taste it in there, so I love it. It's an easy way for me to get that bone broth in there. So you might say, so why are you so, serious about getting all the bone broth in there once a day? Because I wanted to see about all the benefits, and here are the benefits. There's benefits to your body in general, and there's benefits specifically to your brain. So let's start with the body in general. First of all, you probably want to know that it helps you with your weight loss. It helps you with your weight loss because they say it, it does, because when I drank the tea, it does give you this full feeling. So it helps you with hunger cravings and cravings. So if you're trying to lose weight, you have that full feeling. And so hopefully you won't eat as much. So it helps you with weight loss. That is definitely a plus. And then also it's loaded with collagen. That's going to help you too, isn't it? So we're talking about that saggy skin and stretch marks. It's helping repair all that. It also reduces wrinkles and helps you with your hair and your nails as well. So that is all good just from a body standpoint. They call it the natural Botox. That's what they call the collagen. And so that's going to be a lot cheaper than Botox, and it's going to be long lasting too. So that helps you with collagen being in it. Also, it helps you with your joint pain because it has glucosamine in it. You remember glucosamine, the people with the rage years ago, probably still is. I don't know. I don't hear that much about it now, but 5 years ago, I used to hear a lot about it. And it's for joint pain, and that is naturally occurring in your bone broth. Yeah, so it's going to help you with that joint pain, and also some things that are in there that helps to hydrate your skin and hydrate your joints as well. So it's all good. So that's your body. But there are also benefits to your brain specifically. Number one is the bone marrow that's in there. So when the bone marrow dissolves and gets into that water, bone marrow is very, very, very nutritious. It is loaded with healthy fats and irons and vitamins and all kinds of good things for you. And so they say that it helps develop a healthy brain with all that good nutritious stuff in there. So you want to have that bone marrow dissolving in your water so that you can get all that nutrition from that bone marrow. But then we have the amino acids, all kinds of amino acids in there, and they're going to do all kinds of good things to you. One is that they help you sleep better. And so you know that's definitely helping your brain out, because that's when your brain does all of its reorganizing and cleaning out and decluttering and all that thing when you're asleep. So it wants you to stay asleep for that period of time. And so there is amino acids in the bone broth that will help you sleep better. But that is not all. It also makes you calmer and makes you less anxious, so it affects your mood. Okay, and that is not all. It also keeps you more alert, and it also helps your memory, and it helps your mental clarity. There's all kinds of things that it is good for. I was like, okay, I can get with this. And there's something else in there too, that they have some special amino acids in there that are called conditional amino acids. And there's 4 key ones in there in your bone broth. And they're called conditional because you should be able, through your own body to manufacture these. And you do. But the point is, are you manufacturing enough of them? So they're not essential that your body can't make them, because your body can. But with everything that's going on in our world, kind of doubtful if you're getting enough. So these 4 conditional amino acids are in the bone broth, and they continue to benefit your body. They give you muscle repair. They help with muscle soreness. They improve your immune system. We're talking about fighting off inflammation, the root cause of practically everything, what you want out of your body. It helps fight that off. It helps your nervous system. It helps dilate your blood vessels. So we're talking the brain. You want those blood vessels dilated so the oxygen can get up and travel and go everywhere it needs to go. And it helps improve the dilating of your blood vessel. There's also balances your blood sugar. So now we're talking about diabetes. We're talking about the risk for that. So that's lowering your risk for diabetes and Alzheimer's, because you know they call Alzheimer's Type 3 diabetes. Yeah, it's addressing your blood sugar. You want to stabilize that and balance that, and these amino acids do that. And then last but not least, they improve your gut health and digestion. Whoa, a lot going on there, guys, because you know if you have a leaky gut, you're going to have a leaky brain, okay? Those things are connected, and so you want your gut to be healthy, and these amino acids help your gut and your digestion. Also, they are detoxifying. They have the amino acids that detoxify your liver. There is so much good that I'm finding out about bone broth. It was really, really exciting. So, I tell you, like I said, you can drink it any time of day that you want, starting off with 1 cup, and you can drink more if you want. They really don't have any limit on how much you can drink, but start off with 1 cup, and then work your way wherever you want to from there. But if you have certain issues, they suggest doing certain things. For example, if you have digestive issues, they suggest that you drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, okay, if you have digestive issues. They say if you have joint pain in your joints, that you drink that 1 cup 1 hour before you do your exercise. Because I know you all exercising, right? Right. So 1 hour before you're exercising, you are going to drink 1 cup of that bone broth. And if you have one of your diabetes, or you want to control your blood sugar, they say to drink that 1 cup with your meals. Okay, and for sleep, of course, they said to drink that 1 cup 1 hour before you go to bed. So those are just recommendations that the experts are saying regarding that bone broth if you have specific issues that we're talking about. So you can either make this bone broth yourself, or you can buy it. I bought the dehydrated type. I don't know if I'm going to buy it again because it was pretty expensive for me. Anyway, but, it's worth it if you're, that's what you're going to have. Your health is an investment. So anyway, but I think I'm going to try making it myself also, because my husband does eat meat a couple times a week or whatever, and if I can get the bone from him before he nibbles all on the meat and use the bone for him, I'm going to try that. But anyway, so you can make it yourself, or you can buy liquid already too. Like in the stores, they have those bottles of liquid. I haven't tried that, but my son actually showed me some, so I might be trying that as well. So either way, you can make it yourself, or you can buy it. But if you do buy it, or if you make it, make sure you have the grass-fed, the non-GMO kind, organic, the pastured, whatever. You don't want to be putting stuff in your body that's going to be detrimental because it was in the animal and then in the bone that you are then using for your bone broth. Okay, so make sure you get quality kind either way. And then they say you can add vegetables and spices to it like 3 hours before you're done simmering. You're supposed to boil it first, big old pot of water, put the bones in there, bring it to a boil, simmer it, and then you let it simmer for like 12 to 24 hours. So a long time. Like back in the day, Mama used to put the pot on, and it would cook through the house all day, smelling the house up. Something good, okay? So you can let that simmer. They say the rule is low and slow. So you're going to simmer that thing on low and for as long as you can, okay? So that's how you're going to do that. And then, of course, you strain it, and there you have it to use it as you will. Now, I'm going to be posting more about bone broth on my private Facebook group, Keep Your Brain Sharp Community. So if you're interested in hearing more about it, and seeing the things that I'm going to be doing with it, then please join my private Facebook group, Keep Your Brain Sharp Community, and you'll see the posts that I do on there. Okay? Love to have you on that group. So go and join as soon as you can, and I'll be getting my posts up there as soon as I can, because your brain's destiny is in your hands.